I woke the next morning around 7 a.m., excited to start my day, and still trying to plan the perfect date with Kendra. After a shower and careful thinking, I decided the best date would start with breakfast, and then perhaps a walk through downtown, followed by lunch, ending with dinner and a movie. I headed out around 9:45, a little early, considering it would only take around 20 minutes to get there, according to my GPS. One thing that puzzled me though, was that the address she gave me showed no house, but an open field with many trees. Chalking it up to an older photo that may have been used, I set out on my way. When I arrived at the location, there was a long dirt driveway, with huge no trespassing signs, that led to the back section of the property that was completely fenced in, with razor wire around the top. I didn't see a house anywhere, however, I did see a large maple tree that indeed had a swing on it, inside the fenced-in portion. After waiting around for 20 minutes and not seeing anything, I decided to try and make my way to the tree with the swing, as Kendra had asked me to do the night before. Ignoring the plethora of no trespassing, plus a few other signs that I didn't take the time to read, I threw my jacket over the razor wire on the fence top and climbed over. After walking a few feet, there was a strange smell in the air, like something had died, and as I continued walking, the smell got stronger, and would come and go. After making it to the swing, and seeing no one, I began to glance around, and to my shock and horror, I saw a female body almost under the swing, partially buried from the waist down. This body looked like it had been here for weeks, and mostly all that remained were partially covered bones with rotting flesh and hair. As I took a closer look, my heart dropped to my stomach. The body was wearing a sweater that was pretty worn, but I could still make out the image on the front of it. It was an image of a sea turtle, the same sea turtle that was on Kendra's sweater. Thinking this can't be real, I stood up and something caught my eye. The right hand of the body was holding a stirrer for a coffee cup, just like the coffee Kendra and I enjoyed the night before. By this time, I was completely freaked out and turned to run and get the hell out of there, when I tripped on something and fell. I landed pretty hard, and while trying to get up, I realized I was face to face with another body. This one appeared to be a male and was partially covered by limbs, making it almost impossible to see. By this time I was screaming and running toward the fence and jumped back over, again landing on the ground. I slowly rose to my feet, using my truck to hold me up, still not believing what I had just witnessed, and that's when I noticed the rest of the signs posted on the fence. Along with the many no trespassing signs, there was also a sign that read, "The State of Wisconsin Body Farm." At this time, I completely lost my shit, and grabbed a bat from my truck and began beating on the fence, ripping it open in several places. At that moment, an officer out of nowhere, tackled me to the ground and arrested me for trespassing and destruction of property. After I explained my story, he got on his radio and was told that the woman under the swing's name was indeed Kendra, and her body was donated to science after she passed away 2 months before, after being murdered by a group of her friends on a night out. Everything after that point was a blur, but I was told that I couldn't be restrained and was striking everything and everyone within reach. I spent most of the next year in the hospital until I was finally deemed fit to return to society, in September of 2023. I decided to take a drive down this same stretch of road one evening, and I was shocked to see what appeared to be the same woman, wearing the exact same sweater, walking along the highway. I didn't stop,